it's a fight, really fight, like capoeira in Brazil. But the codification is very, very strict. They can play with hand. There is a different way to use their hand, but it's very subtle things. Because you look.
So this dance.
It's a martial.
You explained me that this dance was came straight through from the slave time, but then they were not allowed to fight, and so they had to disguise it as a dance, and it's a dance which comes straight from that time. In fact, it's a tradition.
Yeah, specific note in it, and blah blah blah. That's it. That's all I see. What up? Okay, that's all for Martine. I think all this complexity of the island is a very, very small point. We can see it on the map. It's so small, but there is so many things. We can. So at the same times, because of these things, there is a very good thing, interesting things. There is this Creole language, because Creole language, ça il faut me traduire parce que je sais pas. La langue créole, c'est une transformation brutale. C'est pas de moi, c'est de Chamoiseau.
She's talking about the Creole dialect, which is
c'est Chamoiseau, un écrivain. Chamoiseau, je sais plus son prénom.
This is a quote from somebody.
Il sait que le créole, c'est une transformation brutale subie par un système linguistique comme moyen de communication par une communauté importante.
A transformation, but a very brusque transformation of a language for those people which are in a melting pot with a lot of races. So it's a mixing
because
of all kind of things.
Brutal is important because European people come, African come.
Boom.
They don't have time to learn. So this is very a contraction, very and this language have many words from Spanish, African, Caribbean, Indian from Caribbean, Indian from India, Chinese, all this mixed. It's also a very big things to create, to write, to speak, to dance, to open mind, and also.
Yeah, a mix of all kind of influences.
Yes.
Which is which has a reason. It's an historical reason because of all this mixing.
Creole is like Afrikaans, the same what happened in South Africa.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah.
And I forget. and I said if we use this part, it's possible to open many things inside us. And when I came in France, I was enough young. I was very a lot of complex because I my hair bag, because my color, because of many things. I say, and also because when I was speaking, they always say you don't pronounce well, blah blah blah. So I was many complex. But by the way, because my parents, we have 12 children in my family. Generally, there's huge family because Africa young. And but my father especially teach to us to open our senses, to listen, to think, and don't beat people for the pleasure, but don't accept them to beat you. Okay, it was a good thing for me.
Good father.
Good, yeah. And when I came there, but after parents give education, information to their children, but You have to grow up. Even they give you very good things to go in life, but this take time. When you are 25, 35, you start to know how small part of the education is. It's the most difficult profession for me, to be parents. For me, the most
Oh, yes,
difficult.
yes.
So, by the way, I didn't want to stay slave inside. So, with my lot of dread, beaucoup de peur, a lot of
There's a lot of fear.
fear,
Yeah.
I start to, I was afraid, but I start to push some doors and say, okay, okay, to go to, for myself. Now I can see it was to go to myself. And then I experiment different things between corporal expression, little theatre, many different kind of things, or treatment also, to go to be more closed inside. I was absolutely shy, very shy, from the beginning in Martine. So, and I go, because I'm very, comment on dit gourmand?
I like good things. I like to have pleasure with eating.
Eating. So,
Oh, great.
so I go and to try different kind of food for different countries. I was living in Paris in this period, because eating is very fundamental for every
Culture.
culture. But there is you need it. But there need different kind of rituals according to birthday, death, kind of things. But this exists everywhere. The how to cook the meat is different, but the necessity to the ritual is everywhere. No? Like you have Christmas here, you have all kind. And it was very interesting for me to know how they build things. So I like cooking too. I cook not so bad. So I learned some plate with people coming from their own country, but good cooker. At the beginning, I make 1-2 times. I reproduce what they show me in order to respect their culture. But after that, I try to change it.
The wrong way.
It was the same for music, because everywhere music is important. Music can be an harm, and so
Absolutely.
but can be also a lien,
A link.
a link, and to explain many things, love, disappointment, many things, but especially to explain all the different mysterious and particular way of soul. So, je veux dire, c'est pour exprimer toutes les méandres, les difficultés, toutes les méandres de l'âme humaine, sous toutes ses formes.
To express all the feelings of the human soul, in fact.
Yeah, man. What's the mystery, many things. And I listen to different kind of music in concert and everywhere because I was curious, but I like to sing everything. So, everywhere. Classical music, opera, anything. When you say in opera, oh, I don't go, but when you say, oh, je t'aime, tu m'aimes, the same thing. The word is different, but the way to use it is different, but the meaning is the same. They explain your heart. And now I can see that it's impossible because it's our difficulties inside. When somebody beats you or make you upset, there is a reason. Try to cure my soul. I'm still complete because it's the wrong way. Because like he said, everyone before must go to find inside ourselves. And to have green, blue, yellow, pink, any kind of color for human being, like flowers. We have the same. There is no difference between each other two. We the same thing. And we have to, I try to contact people with my heart. But more we open my sensibility, more I can contact the human being, but also with trees, with insects, with stars, with moon. Yesterday night, I wake up in time for my camp on the phone to go to toilets. But when I go out, there is more. Okay.
Okay.
From where?
Here.
Here, where? There. Okay, thank you. Where? There. Oké. Ja, ik was even te laat dus, ja. We weten wat.
But this first dance that the rural people invite, it's not urban, it's rural. Rural. At the beginning they dance in Paris.
Okay.
Square.
Square.
Yeah. The beginning and after we change. D'accord.
La, 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 la.
All this seems to be the same beat because it's especially belly. So after we can
c'est ça qui est bien. Hey,